You should know I'm a Bahamian from the Bahamas. It's the place you vacation. Slime domino every occasion. If I did it over, I wouldn't change it. Cause this is what I love. Oh, that's what I love.
Hey everybody, I'm Todd Jr.
And I'm Lucius Fox.
Welcome to Double Six, our talk show brought to you by Don't Blink Entertainment.
Double Six is all about us getting to know people making a difference in the community over a game of dominoes at Poop Deck West in Nassau, Bahamas. Y'all ready to play some notes?
Let's get it. So Luke, growing up, you always hear about idols and role models. Fast forward to today, you got drafted by the San Francisco Giants actually, traded to the Rays, now you're with the Royals. And now you're a role model and an idol to so many kids out there right now. What does that mean to you?
Honestly, T, I just want to be an inspiration and just show the younger generation or the kids that look up to me that they could accomplish anything they put their mind to. But I got the perfect person here who could explain his definition of being an idol. I have Jasper Thomas here, also known as Ovadose.
Yeah, what's
Welcome,
up?
my brother.
I appreciate you having me.
Definitely.
So what does that mean to you? You're a young DJ, one of the youngest here in the country, an international DJ. You have a lot of people that looks up to you. What does that mean to you?
It's definitely some big shoes to fill, but it's an honor, it's a blessing to be considered somebody's idol, somebody's role model, somebody's icon. So it's definitely a position that a lot of people would love to be in. It's a tough position to huge responsibility.
I mean, that's well said. I said like someone that's been doing this all their life.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember it, but I probably was in 11th grade at American Heritage in Florida. Myself, Lucius, and Anthony used to DJ like every Friday. Tiger's Radio. I don't know if you remember it. Listen to my radio. We had this little white Vonage phone that we used to use for people to call in.
Yeah.
And you know how people's in the comments, Fridays, I remember one Friday we had like 200 people, our best week yet.
Yeah.
So we DJing, carrying on by, on Twitter, we got the link blasting out, everyone sharing it. And as I remember I was DJing at the time, because it would go Anthony, me, and then Lou would close the party off. Lou was overdosed before overdose.
Yeah.
He finished the party. So, I just remember we was DJing and you see someone in the comments saying, hey, who these dudes is? They suck. They don't know how to DJ. I just remember we took that so personal because, we had the vibes locked and like we just had, this little kid coming in there, telling us we suck. But then now you fast forward years later and now, we were honored to have you here. One of the country's top DJs.
While we're here.
That's just a story I had to share.
While we're here, I'd like to apologize. Indecent
Let
me just apologize. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, we came from a long way. You know what I mean? Especially like you said, you brought up that memory. You know what I mean? And to see everybody elevate and to see everybody going there.
Ooh, we got the first knock on
Wow! Oh, today looking too good. You know what I mean? But like I was saying, it feels good to know that we all took our own paths and we found our niche and we just roll with it and look where we are today now. You know what I mean?
But hold up, right? So we playing dominoes. We have 3 people. We have a 4-person here. Who is this lovely young lady?
I don't
know who she is. Who is she?
We need 4 people to play dominoes, so I had to invite my own girl, Alina.
We had to make a phone call.
So she made it to the party.
I don't know if Alina's mic'd up, but thank you for coming.
We appreciate
you having her.
We appreciate you, but Ovadose, get back to the story.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Started DJing?
Well, I started at the tender age of 12, you know what I mean?
So right about the time he's talking about it.
Yeah, so just about that time, you know what I mean? I don't know why I had an ego at a young age, but
that confidence.
Yeah, I think so. I wouldn't call it the ego, I would call it confidence.
For sure.
I like that. But yeah, so shout out to my parents, thankful for them for investing in my career, you know what I mean, for always being there for me. And just giving me the guidelines of even just exposing me to the business aspect of it. But I was musically inclined from a very young age, and then from there I just took it to another level. I went to traditional school, went off into homeschooling aspect, and from there it was just amazing,
Right. Ovadose, I can remember when I first started playing, age of 7. Didn't know anything about baseball. Just a little kid. I was following my cousin Rio. He wanted to try out for the team. We did everything together. ran on the third base. Didn't know anything, never watched a baseball game. My parents never played baseball,
Yeah.
none of that. Fell in love with the game after the first practice.
Yeah.
And from that day, I just wanted to make it to the major leagues.
And
What about you?
what's so crazy about that is I started playing baseball earlier than you. I started playing at 3, and I remember my
Real
first
young.
memory of Lucius was um, I was in the 10 and under division, and he had a coach pitch game before that, and I remember watching him play. I was like, yo, I gotta play with this kid one day.
Hmm.
Like you could see from the beginning he was special. And, you know, you
Okay.
sometimes the first time you do something, you know right away. I'm sure you knew right away. As soon
Definitely.
as the first time you hopped on the turntables, you know.
Agreed.
So when I saw him, I was like, yo, I gotta play with this kid. So fast forward to, you know, they do a draft every year to when you move up an age group to put players on different teams. And I was telling Lou, it's like, yo, you gotta stay home, bro. Don't show up to the draft.
Yeah.
Just stay home, bro.
I
we
could
can pick
remember
you,
that.
so our team can
To
pick
this
him.
day, I
Yeah.
still can remember our conversation where we were sitting, the exact same conversation, everything about that day.
And that's so crazy. So, you know, I started at 3 years old, and I immediately knew when I started that this was something I'd be doing for a very long time. I knew that it was a game where I just wasn't gonna be the best at right away. It was gonna take me a while to be the best, and you know, it taught me how to appreciate the process.
Definitely.
You know, because life is a process. Same thing as with DJing. You know, you have to go
Who turn
through
is this?
struggles and
Sorry to
pitfalls
interrupt.
to. I think it is my turn.
Yeah.
But you have to go through
Take
those
your
struggles
time.
and
Take your
pitfalls
time.
to get to where you want to be.
Definitely agree.
So for me, that's what baseball has taught me. So, you know, we're just happy. You know, what we're doing right now is not traditional.
Got
We
you.
aren't
Definitely.
doctors, we aren't lawyers, we aren't accountants.
Paved
You know,
our way.
the important thing, what you said earlier, is that your parents really push you. You know, they
Definitely.
back you behind it. Because a lot of times, in a lot of cases, you have kids in homes that typically, you know, they want to do something, but their dreams are crushed by the people around them. You know, their environment. So,
Definitely
you know,
agree.
shout out to your parents for that.
For sure.
Even like for me, like you're saying, not traditional, people stress education, but I had a dream to become a professional baseball player. I loved athletics since I can remember. And I remember when I first wanted to go to school to, just try to get more exposure,
Yeah.
try to get scouts, professional scouts,
Yeah.
just to go to a good college. A lot of people didn't want me to take that leap.
Yeah.
I was 12 years old. My parents, they got to the decision of letting me go,
Yeah.
and I'm thankful to them for that.
Yeah.
But you have to take a leap in life if you really want to
Sure.
get to your goal, and you really just got to believe. So I just want to thank my parents for taking that leap, allowing me to chase my dreams, and thank God it paid off today. But this conversation getting real interesting. We got to talk some more, but let's catch another round during this break.
Bahamian, from the Bahamas, it's the place you vacation. Slime domino.
My name is Dr. Graham Cates, and this is my beautiful wife, Nurse Anita Cates. Some of the scope of services that we're currently providing here at Family Medicine Center include a lab, a pharmacy, x-ray and ultrasound, gastroenterology, endocrinology, rheumatology, just to name a few. We have services for family health, looking after children, adults and geriatric patients. Give us a call at 702-9310.
Cancer won't wait. It won't wait for appointments to open up or test results to come back. That's why at Cancer Treatment Centers of America, our world-class experts give you the care you need when you need it, with appointments in as little as 24 hours and rapid test results to get you a personalized treatment plan. Because cancer isn't just what we do, it's all we do. Call today. Appointments available now.
For the
From the Bahamas, it's the place you vacation. Slime domino.
Welcome back.
Hold on, not too bad. You can let those just crash me there just like
Let me
that.
live, bro. Sorry, we got some unstable matching cards.
No
Come
excuses.
On, bro.
Watch these
Just let me
cards.
live, bro.
Watch these cards.
So those, right? I never got to ask you this question.
Yeah.
You know, I know you as Ovadose, I know you as Jasper, but I never really got to ask you. How did you come up with that name? Where did Ovadose come from?
My brother gave me the name. You know, he was sitting down in class one day and he was like, man, this guy's just overdose on music. Like, this guy just always listening to music. So he was like, he came over with the name and he's like, yo, I got a name for you. And I was like, what? He said, Overdose. I said, yeah.
So from he first said that you just went with that.
I went with that. I went with DJ Overdose. And, you know, as time progressed, I went with Overdose to DJ, you know, trying different things, trying to, you know, brand myself differently. And then now I just got the name Overdose on Instagram. So now I'm just Overdose by itself for the brand
I like
aspect
that.
of it.
Marketing genius right there. So
Definitely.
shout out to Big Bro
Shout out
Jeff.
to my brother Jeff one time.
You know, it's crazy you said that because, you know, when you hear different like age groups,
Thank you, sir.
different people talk about Overdose. You know, one thing they always say is he knows his music.
Definitely,
You know, he could DJ at any type of party, any genre, soca, rap, hip hop, old school. You know, and I think that's really a credit to, like your brother said. You know, you overdose yourself on the music, and it really shows. It truly
Definitely,
does.
and I feel like you always got to be on your A game. You know what I mean? Knowledge is key. Knowledge is power. So at the end of the day, you just got to be the best in what you do.
And how old are you again?
20.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
20 years young. But bro, what about travel? Like, what's your favorite places to play? You have a favorite place or top 3 favorite places?
Well,
What
I've
about travel?
been to quite a number of places. Trinidad and Jamaica was very nice.
For sure, I can imagine.
Trinidad.
I can
Jamaica
imagine.
was nice. Jamaica was nice.
I can
But
imagine.
yeah, London was definitely a different experience for me
London.
as well. Yeah, it was definitely a great experience. Reason being is because the amount of people, you know what I mean? I played for like 10,000 people on the road, you know what I mean? I played in a club where I was probably the only person who spoke English. Everybody's speaking French. Honestly and truly. Like, they were speaking French. And then also, when I
Wow.
played in Costa Rica.
So you in Costa Rica, you don't speak Spanish?
Nah.
How you
And you have
prepare
to kind
for
of
something like that?
familiarize yourself
Yeah.
with their music.
You
But
have
at
to
the same time, they're booking you as kind of a dancehall. So
Yeah, as
type
a
of vibe.
guy to bring his own flavor,
Yeah.
the Caribbean vibe, you know what I mean? So, for sure, like, when I was there, whose play is it, by the way? My play? All right, so don't worry about it. I'm about to win. So, yeah, when I was there, you know, you have to know certain cities,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, certain areas, you know, and definitely a lot of their music, too, because it's real impressive when you could go to somebody's place and play their music.
Right,
It's
for
real
sure.
good, you know what I mean? So,
For sure.
for me, it's just, I love what I do, man. I love what I do. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, here ends the game.
Uh-oh.
Thank you. So,
You could have slammed that a little harder than
no,
that.
I don't want to do that
You
because
got,
because I need
you got
I need,
the rest of the cards in the
Yeah,
pocket.
Nah.
stand up, bro. Stand up.
Yeah,
You
shake
think
you
you
that.
hiding
not at all, you know what I mean? But yeah, man. So preparation is key, you know what I mean? And like for y'all, like how do y'all prepare for an event? Like sorry, not an event,
Yes,
Right,
the game.
right, right.
an actual game, you know what I mean?
So, okay, long days. So the game is at 7. I probably get to the ballpark 12:31.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 hours before the game, I preparing.
Literally.
So I probably go in, change my clothes, go in the cage, get some swings in,
Mm-hmm.
stretch. Then I have practice, team practice.
Yeah.
Then I might want to do individual practice just
So
to
y'all
get me ready
practice before the game.
every day.
Every day, bro.
Batting practice, ground balls, all that.
So by the time it's 7 o'clock, bro, it's already like you already played the
I
game.
had a full day.
You literally had a full day. So
I
it's
had a
like
full
some
day.
days for us, like you could have like amazing practice. You working on something, you finally got it.
So that doesn't take away from the energy that you're
Yes,
having in the game.
that's what I was
See,
about
that's
to get to.
important. You have to conserve it. Like
Yeah.
you have to know
Wow.
how much reps you need.
Yeah.
Everything. Like you
I
just have to
would've
know
never
your
known.
body.
Yeah,
I would've
and
never
that's
done
why we like in the off season right now we prepare so hard because we start playing from March to October, November if you make it to the playoffs in the big leagues, and like doing that every day is you have to find ways to make it work. You know, to preserve your energy for 7 o'clock because you get paid for 7 o'clock. And when
Right.
you go to DJ shows, you prepping, you could be mixing
Prime
something
time.
solid.
Yeah.
You
Like
like, bro, I
practice.
finally got this transition, and when you get on a show in front of all the
That's
people,
true. Yeah,
that's when you
right.
have to show
That's when
up.
the
Well, I
lights
mean, for
shining
me, I
bright.
don't be just chilling in a hotel room watching some movie. You know what I mean? For me, I just chill. And then,
Right.
you know, showtime for me is about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
to be honest.
So you're on a whole different schedule.
Yeah, definitely. But, you know, due to the situation we in, you know what I mean? But it is what it is.
So like when you speak about, you know, you not playing till 1 or 2 o'clock, What's that like? Listening, like you watch other DJs playing, you probably have an idea like how you want to control the party and stuff like that.
Are
Typically,
you at the venue before you play, or you just pull
Most
up
of
when you
most of the times I
your
prefer
turn
to be to
play?
the venue.
Right, catch a
Ahead
vibe.
of time, so I get to know exactly what's being played. I
Right.
know who's on the show. You know, I get familiar with the DJs there as well, even if I haven't built that relationship with them in advance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because it's good to always show respect to the people who are main DJs in the hometown. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So
like, what's your goal every party you leave?
my
leave
goal basically, I have like 2 goals, honestly. My 2 goals are the individuals in this party that don't know me need to know me by the end of the night. And also,
I like that.
another goal is by the end of this event, I got about 2 or 3 bookings out of this
I
event.
like that.
So those are the things that are key for me.
For me, playing baseball, I remember a guy told me this a long time ago. He told me every day you have to play like someone in the stands has never seen you play.
Facts.
And you have to leave a lasting impression on that person. So that honestly just gives me the drive every day. Even when I feeling tired or I ain't got much sleep the night before, I know someone in the stands I can inspire. Maybe it'd be a young kid or maybe somebody old that this would be their last baseball game. I just want to leave a lasting impression on anyone who watched me play. So I could agree with you on that.
Definitely.
And on that note, let's hit a commercial break. We'll be right back after this.
I'm a Bahamian from the Bahamas. It's the place you vacation. Slide domino.
Global Sun Integration Management, the Caribbean leading IT project management and engineering consultancy firm with industry leading best practices data center management. Global Sun Integration Management also offers installation and maintenance of routers, switches, and firewalls. Located Sandy Port, North Buckner Square, Suite number 10, telephone 603-4746. No such thing as unsolvable problems. Only solutions not thought of yet. Global Sun Integration Management.
When I had got prostate cancer, my family didn't know if I was going to live. At Cancer Treatment Centers of America, within days, I got an appointment. They presented me with treatment options, and we set up a robotic prostatectomy. When my scans came back, there are no signs of cancer. They don't see you as a number, they see you as a part of the family. I'm going on with my life. That's a real gift.
Call us at Cancer Treatment Centers of America.
Staying safe is priority during this pandemic. That's why we postponed the 4th annual Don't Blink Home Run Derby in Paradise to this December 18th, 2021. So save the date as we follow all the protocols from the officials to get us back to the norm. We're planning for that day so we can be with you, our fans, to put on a show for you with some of the top minor league and major league baseball players hitting those long balls on the beach at Montague. And let's not forget all the fun for the kids, food, drinks, and entertainment. Save the date, December 18th, 2021. Don't Blink Home Run Derby in Paradise as we all work together to get back to the norm. Be safe. Don't Blink Home Run Derby in Paradise, a production of Don't Blink Entertainment.
Bahamian from the Bahamas. It's the place you vacation. Slide domino. Every occasion.
Let's talk about COVID, bro. I know how it impacted baseball, and we still had a season, but being a DJ, you basically your own boss, self-employed. You have to get your bookings and stuff by yourself. How did that affect you?
Well, for when the pandemic first hit, I started up the online radio that you guys will be
Right,
would
we was
more so
locked.
be
We was locked.
familiar, you know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah, I started the online radio.
Ovadose radio.
I started the online radio when I was actually 12 on listening to my radio.
Okay.
But I revived it. You know what I mean? I brought it back, not knowing that the heights it would reach. You know what I mean?
Right.
What was the numbers like? A couple million?
The first night was like 40,000.
Overdose.
40,000 the first night. You know what I mean? And from there we just grew and grew and grew. You know what I mean?
Right.
I gained sponsors. I started to make money from it. You know what I mean? We know in our age bracket, we know about money pull-ups. So, people with PayPal and the money.
Hey, they send you a pull up.
Cash
You
out,
will never pull that up, bro. You will never pull
Well,
it up.
every time,
Well,
Well, don't worry.
I money pull up, he pull it up.
Yeah, he pull it up for
So
me.
I-
So
so
yeah,
I-
they see
I
why
kinda-
he
I
keep
kinda-
winning. Y'all teaming up over
Don't worry
there.
about that, bro.
But now, man, like it was a tough one for us. You know what I mean? Us as entertainers, but it depends on how you look at the situation. You know what I mean? I had tons of bookings, places I never went before.
Yeah.
But from me doing what I did, doing the lives, the radio, and so forth, those places now more individuals know about me. So now when I go, it's a bigger impact that I have.
sure.
You know, so
For sure.
from there, it just grew a fan base locally more so because a lot of people didn't really pay attention to when I was really traveling and so forth. People didn't really know about that. You know what I mean? I feel like this time it gave a lot of people the opportunity to actually see my talent for what it is.
Especially from listening to you on the radio, now they want to see you live.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
wanna
So
see
we went
you
from
live
audio
now.
to video, and then now the transition for me to living in Miami now, playing to events, but also being safe, of course, because the measures we got to take, of course,
sure.
us as
Yeah.
as entertainers and athletes. You know what I mean? I don't know how much COVID tests you probably don't take.
Every other day, brother.
Exactly. You know what I
Every
mean?
other day.
I take COVID tests almost twice a week. You know what I mean? So for us, it's difficult, but we're making it. We're making it work.
Yeah, and salute to you for that because there's a lot of people that probably just came home and especially me. I can speak for myself. When I came home from Corona, when they sent us home saying, "Oh, COVID, whatever," I was thinking it's like for a month, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. So I was like, "Oh, this just can blow over." But gotta give it to yourself. Finding a way to still further your career, still further your brand, still further your
True
name.
pioneer, bro.
Definitely.
And that's
True
impressive.
pioneer. Hard God.
Ouch.
Hard God.
Ouch.
And early in the car over here, on the drive, he's talking about the mental impact of COVID. Being on lockdowns, being locked up in the house. For the majority of the past few months. And what you did help a lot of people through that time. Spending the whole weekend home inside your house.
Yeah.
And those things, I know I can speak for myself. I look forward to it.
Definitely.
When Ovadose was coming on at 10 p.m. You just put on a show for everyone. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that you appreciate that. And they awarded you the hero.
Yeah.
Local hero.
Thanks
for
to
that.
the Prime Minister's
Salute,
office.
brother.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Salute.
That was a big deal for me. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because you never know who's paying attention. You never know the impact you could leave on somebody. You know what I mean? So for that, everybody here at this table is considered a hero to somebody. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So I didn't even take that in any way. Even with the remarks that some people had that weren't really, people weren't so supportive of it. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, you never know. Like that same individual who made this comment, you're a hero to somebody too.
Right.
So ain't no award could tell you who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's good to be recognized.
Right.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, everybody's a hero to somebody.
Yeah. And like you say on that, I think people forget that we're people at the end of the day. They forget that we have feelings, we have emotions.
Exactly.
There's something that you're not just doing for the benefit yourself.
Exactly.
This was something that you wanted to do to give the people something to do.
Mhm.
And when me personally seeing the remarks, it's like it kind of takes you back because those are things that you wouldn't want to say to someone that's just honestly trying to help. No discredit to the frontline workers.
You know you're doing something special when you have people talking negative about
Definitely, you know what I mean? And I sure you guys had to deal with that when it came to the Don't Blink
Exactly.
Home Run Derby. You know what I mean? The preparation, the time,
Right.
the effort. You know what I mean? It was a lot for you guys to deal with. You know what I mean? So a lot of the viewers don't understand what this is even about.
you. Right.
You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people don't even understand your perspective when it comes from the Home Run Derby. I've seen it from a fan perspective. I've seen it from a DJ perspective because I played to basically all. I played all. I played all. Yeah, I know you're a boat driver. Very exclusive. Very exclusive. You know what I mean? But how's it been for that journey? You know what I mean? Transitioning from the Home Run Derby, doing it annually. Now that you didn't get to do it this year, and then now coming up with this whole new concept. So how's that been?
Bro, honestly, like you said, it was tough in the beginning. A lot of people didn't believe in our vision. We had a big vision, and we just didn't stop. We never gave up. So actually pulling off the Home Run Derby the first year was such a huge success to us. Like every year it got better, but that first Derby for me can always be special. Just from brainstorming on a piece of paper to actually seeing the product in real life. And it was a blur. Honestly, I can't even describe the day.
Wow.
It's like after every Home Run Derby, Lucius and I, we'd go get Kong salad and Kong fritters and stuff like that. That's just like our thing. Since the first Home Run Derby.
Yeah, so
And we just talk about it and be like, what was your favorite part of the day? And it's like, there's so much going on that you don't even, I know I can't remember parts of the day, like majority of the day, because, you be just getting pulled in so many different directions. And for us, it's all about the experience and everyone enjoying themselves.
The biggest
So
thing.
for us, it's more about that than it is actually performing.
yeah.
So, to see it grow from the first year.
I was actually just about to ask you that. You know what I mean? Like being the planner and the organizer, and then having to now try to focus on winning that title.
Yeah.
Like how is that? You know what I
Been
mean?
difficult.
Like I can imagine your
Harder.
mind is all over the place.
Every year, either me or Todd made it to the
Yeah.
finals, but bro, we just was gassed.
It's like
just
at
being
that
honest.
point, it's like, bro, it's like
So
you
be
have no
real.
energy left.
Be real, y'all was letting them win. Oh,
No,
yeah.
see, that's why we added the team portion, bro. And see, that's why you got the Flamingo hat. Those of you who paid attention to the women derby, got the Flamingo hat, Team Fox, and you got the Blue Marlin now.
Y'all know
Team
that's
Isaacs.
the winning team.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they did win the last women derby,
But okay,
we'll
so
be coming
so
back.
now we here. I have a
Team Isaacs.
I have a Team Isaacs jersey. I just need a.
I can sign that and send that to you.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
We looking forward
That's what I'm talking about.
to the next derby though.
But
you
yeah,
know.
so I did, yeah, definitely. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, I don't know if we releasing any dates, but that's cool. That's confidential for right now. You know what I mean? That's confidential. That's confidential. That's cool.
Right.
It's
Coming soon.
What happens on the table stays on the table. You know?
It's coming soon.
So from there, like, all right. So how did this concept come about? You know what I mean? Like the 6 aspect of it.
Honestly, you know, there's something we've been sitting on
It's my play again.
2018. And you know, the crazy thing about it is, you know, sometimes you get these dreams, you get these visions, and you want to pull it off right away. But it was all about the timing of it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, we actually wanted to do it from 2019.
Mm-hmm.
But we just like, you know what, we got the women derby, we got so much other things that's going on that's taken away from, you know, us really making this right.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I went to Lucius like, yo, what you think about this idea right like a talk show playing dominoes? It's like, bro, let's do it.
Yeah.
I don't care what I think about it, doesn't matter. I know we can pull it off and make it nice.
Right, we like to dream big.
Yeah.
Like, I like to do stuff that people not thinking of.
Yeah.
We like to think of the box. So whenever Todd bring an idea to me, we work on it right away.
And you know, the timing part of it is perfect. You know,
Yeah.
the COVID-19 pandemic happened, unfortunately, and we couldn't do the women derby, unfortunately, this past year.
Yeah.
But it gave us the opportunity to bring the show to life.
Definitely.
You know, now,
So when one door closes,
yeah,
the next
exactly.
one opens.
And then,
right?
like we touched on earlier, when you expanding your brand, this is us expanding our brand. Like if you look at the table, you have everything that we've been a part of so far. The only thing missing now is the Don't Blink Entertainment logo, but
and
you
an
have
Ovadose logo too.
Yeah, an Ovadose.
We growing.
But see,
We growing,
you
we
a part,
growing.
an instrumental
Yeah.
part of Fight Against Hunger, bro.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
that's a part of everything
Yeah.
we've done. We're making history right there. This first season of
Definitely.
Double Six.
First episode.
Yeah, the first episode, the
first
first of its
episode.
kind.
Y'all know I had
So,
to fly down for this, right?
yeah, well, we appreciate you coming.
No, I had to fly
Definitely,
down
bro.
for this. But you
That's
family.
love.
That's
That's
what
love,
it is.
that's
That's
love,
what it's all
that's
about.
love, that's
You know what I
love.
mean?
That's love. We wish you the best in all
Definitely.
your future endeavors, bro.
For sure.
We appreciate you clearing the schedule, but I know you booked and you're busy traveling all over, so we appreciate you coming down and
Yeah, man,
showing love.
definitely. Thankful for the opportunity to be here. You know what I mean? Let's just see where this goes from here.
For sure.
Definitely, bro. You know, we had to have you a part of this first season, bro. You know, it's something special, something that we've been sitting on for a long time. And you know, before we go, we just want to send a special shout out to our title sponsor, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America.
And you can't forget our other sponsors too. Poop Deck West, Don't Blink Home Run Derby 2021, Ricardo Rum, Rev, Family Medicine Center, Collect, and Global Sun Integration Management. See y'all next time.
Global dose got a lot on his mind, oh. Baby, pipe down, girl, I'm making pipe up. Leave me alone when you lonesome. Leave me alone when you lonesome. Global dose got a lot on his mind, oh. Baby, pipe down, girl, I'm making pipe up. Leave me alone when you lonesome. Leave me alone when you lonesome. Oh, I don't do no smiles, I don't want none. So try to tie me down, I don't really want to. She whining, rolling on them nice and slow. Cause if those call my phone, baby, I gotta go. I gotta move, and I'm higher than the skyline. Don't fuck up my mood. Rolling through the motions, that's big attitude. I got money on my mind, baby, leave me alone.